Instagram, Facebook. How you guys doing? You know me, Mark Morris, rental income property owner. Own 2 houses. Coming to you today. Talk to you. Continue our discussion about rental property traps. Some other rental property traps as I talk to you. Trash. You guys remember them? What are the rental income property traps? Garbage. Trash, garbage, electricity, gas, water, these utilities, they call them rubs. Sometimes you can pass them on to the tenant, but what about if the tenant doesn't pay? And legally, because of the health department, different rules, you got to pay, because that's your way of keeping the health department and everything up to code, number one. And then number two is, if you're not doing it, you're a slumlord. Sometimes it's better to be a slumlord, man, but you're going to have to pay regardless. And that's where code enforcement, you know who your biggest enemy is going to be? Utilities number one, taxes number one, because they never go down. Even in a recession, you can try to, hey, you can go talk to them. You better be sure you have some backup. I've done it twice and I got it to work, but you got to do a whole lot of paperwork to get those property taxes dropped. So that's number one. The problem with rental income property is they don't tell you is, go out and buy a house and rent it to someone. Who are you going to rent it to? Who? Now, if you're in a nice, rich area, that's fine. With different jobs, maybe it's a Google or something, hey, knock it out. Yeah, but if you say, for example, you're in the city of Hemet, who you going to rent to? You drop $250, 20% down, you're looking at a payment about at least $1,000, $1,200 a month. Section 8. Gonna do Section 8? Okay, you do Section 8. That's your best job, because there ain't nothing else happening here, man. You should go open up a crack house. See what I'm saying? It's that rental property stuff. Location. I'm telling you. Even with location, look what happened in California. No eviction moratorium. So if you were in Glendale, Hollywood, Beverly Hills, Compton, Huntington Beach, Calabasas, Westlake, Oceanside, didn't have to pay no rent for almost a year and a half. I lost my fourplexes because I couldn't make the rent payment, man. You think I'm gonna just charge this little bit of rent, and you got to try to take care of gas, property tax, insurance, propane if you have propane. Oh God, whatever. Not counting repairs. What about when they move out? They want their rent. They want their security deposit. You give me all my money. You fuck up my shit, and you think you'll get your whole security deposit. You better give it to me. I'm gonna go complain. And what you end up to, I could take $20 out and give it to them. So, only way you can win this rental income property game is you need to have scale. And I mean, you have to have scale. You got to be in the right location. And you have to. It's an art, man. So saying like when you buy rental income property, you cannot go cheap. Now, if you're gonna be a slumlord, go cheap. Like I should have done. Try to rehab a nice little place, put up landscaping, put $2,000 for the fence, and I asked them just to pay your rent on time. One lady had the cat shitting all over the place, pissing on the wall, had her car leaking oil, and who gives me a call? Good old code enforcement. Mr. Morris, we need you to get that Volkswagen off what was her name? Karen or something? I'll try to remember her name. Hannah. Get that. You can't have oil leaking on the ground. That's an environmental hazard, Mr. Morris. You better do it or we'll have to charge you $50 a day until this is remedied. And I go, get on bended knee. Can you please move your piece of shit car that's leaking oil all over the glasscaping out there so I don't get fucked by code enforcement? So that's what it is. And then I still haven't talked about property management. So before you go out there thinking, I'm gonna just give me a duplex. If you get your duplex in the hood, you better go the slumlord route. All Section 8. Because Section 8, what I learned from the Glendale when they're promoting the housing for urban development? Section 8 is never late. Get that money. That's why I say, hey, instead of renting to a Disney employee who ain't got no money, why don't you rent to a Section 8 partner? Diversify, as they say. What is it? Diversity. Diversify. Get some diversity in there. Say, AKA Section 8 people inside. So, before you go play this rental property game, sometimes it is better. What is it? They call them real estate investment trust, REITs. You know, sometimes it is better just to go with the Grant Cardone fund, man. Unless you're in a proper location, you got to have someone else have enough money to do a lot of chasing. Rental income property can work. Probably don't know me, Martin Morris, 53, 26 years in sales. Worked at Petavita Motor and Die selling molds, sold springs door to door. So toys door to door, Sacramento. Worked at Costco. My specialty is sales, but back in 2014, after I lost my foreclosures, I was in court for probate and all type of things. I started 2014 figuring out on YouTube, and that's how I developed the 202BeBroke.com program list. What can I do to help you on my journey as I'm trying to get out of debt? What are some things I'm doing to build up my confidence, to keep me going? Well, I got the tax man, the court man, the lawyers, everyone with the... Otherwise, get out the house, come for COLA. We're going to attach your wages. We're going to repossess your car. God knows, I've heard it all. Tenants, you fucking motherfucker, give me back my security deposit. Just because I fucked up your place doesn't mean you should deduct it and help yourself out to help a future tenant. That's why you got so many homeless people in California especially, man. So that's why I started the 202BG program, because as you grow older, it can be 30, 40, 50. Sometimes instead of just being rich, it's good to have a couple of extra $100 in your pocket. That's it. Go eat. You know, go to a swap market where they make you bag your own groceries. You ain't looking for dented fruit cans and all type of things. So go to 202BG program. As I kind of keep going you through this rental property thing, I just want to teach you. They be telling you the good stuff about this. You're going to get income, you're going to get depreciation. What about if they don't pay the fucking rent? It don't matter how much depreciation is. If you can't make that house payment, it's going back to the bank. And they'll sell it. Now, if I was smart, if instead of buying that duplex at $150 or $120, I should have bought it at $98, $90. Now we're talking, man. The loan would have about $800, $900. I'd have just been a slumlord, man. I'd just been banking that money. So, rental property, it's a shady game, man. Don't let people fool you sometimes. Oh, it's okay. It's all good. It ain't all good, man. All good. All depends on location, depends on your jurisdiction, it depends on your taxes. It's a game, man. Are the people who are in your place willing to even pay? That's why sometimes it's better just to go out, learn how to sell. Go help another person sell their product. Why don't you collect money for someone else? Or gambling, as I told you, when it comes, like blackjack was my game of choice for gambling. Sometimes it's better just to deal with the dealer than to deal with the tenants. So go to 202BeBroke program, put your email, follow up with you. For some of you guys who are ready, you like what you're hearing, I have the YouTube Masterclass. That's $500. And I have the YouTube Master Platinum class. That's $2,000, where I start you back from 2014. We'll kind of go through my videos and find the best things to help you to be more successful today. Talk to you later.